Can you tell me what's going on here today, sir?
Yeah, so this is one of 11 actions happening around the province. We've chosen to meet here at David Pacini's office in Port Hope. This is a group of Liquor Board Employees Division workers. They work for the LCBO, and they're saying that what's happening with the Master Framework Agreement being scrapped by the Ford government, what's happening with the Ford government taking away their rights to free and fair collective bargaining like they did with Bill 124, what's happening with moving alcohol sales to gas stations. It started with the agency
Sorry, moving alcohol sales to
gas stations. It started with the agency stores years ago. There was criteria for when an agency store would work and when it wouldn't, and that expanded out, as we know, to these convenience outlets, to grocery stores, and now moving into gas stations is the plan going forward. So this is a big deal. This is jobs in communities. This is revenue for the province's bottom line, $2.5 billion. This is something that's going to affect all Ontarians. That $2.5 billion, if you think about it, it's going to affect things like education and healthcare. Those are two big items that the province is responsible for. And ultimately, if it's not coming from the alcohol sales at the LCBO, where's that money going to come from? Are they going to cut more in these things that the province is responsible for, or are they going to increase taxes? Like those are really what it comes down to, and it's a dire situation for Ontarians.
forgive me, 2.5 billion. In what time frame is that?
So it's $2.5 billion a year in revenue. So it's a big deal to the bottom line of the provincial coffers.
So what do you hope to accomplish, I guess? What does OPSU want to happen?
We're drawing attention to this. We're saying to the government, to the progressive conservative government, who's the majority government, that it's not okay. It's not okay what you're doing to Ontarians. It's not okay what you're doing to these workers. And these are good jobs in communities across the province that we're here to protect.
How's it been today?
So far, so good. We're getting a lot of response. You're hearing the honking behind us, the whistles. People are in good spirits. There was a settlement over the weekend with this group of workers on their wage reopener with that bargaining interference that the progressive conservative government caused with their legislation, Bill 124. And so there's some good spirits here on this information picket.
And forgive me on this, and forgive me my lack of knowledge. There was a settlement?
There was a wage reopener with a settlement for the workers who had that interference done.
So I guess what's outstanding?
So right now, this group of workers is back in bargaining because this is from the moderation period that they were forced to serve under that 1% compensation ceiling that the government imposed on them, taking away their constitutional rights to free and fair collective bargaining. So they're back in bargaining right now, and they're organizing more than they've ever done before.
What are you asking for?
With this round of collective bargaining, that's going to be all with the bargaining team that's in charge. We're going to let that process play out, hopefully this time without interference from government bodies.